Mother. Hello. I hope things are to your satisfaction. You are likely doing just fine without me around, but Raisha says I should write. Raisha is the char on board, and they are a Ketra, like me. They are nice. Do not expect grandchildren from this compliment. I am well, largely unharmed since that day in the storm. They find me useful. I do my best to quell my temper until it is necessary to not. Raisha has taken on to helping me tame the storm. Our captain is rough and unfair at times, but for the most part things stay civil. I do worry about their recent obsession, but I am sure things will turn out fine. Should it not? Well, I have learned a lot of what I am capable of. I will not be shy about imparting this knowledge onto others. Your child, Izuesco.
Dear Vesh, I know that you're doing well and everything's fine, but I really miss hearing your voice. We're heading out for a raid soon, and already I can hear the whispers of your words in my ears. Don't look smug about that, troublemaker. I don't know if your way is the better way, but it does seem to be a different way. When you get back, tell me about it, okay? Love, Shale.
hello.
What a transition.
That was amazing.
I hope everyone can hear everyone. If you can't,
I didn't see
let
it.
me know in a
Let us
second.
know.
Hello, everyone,
Yes.
and welcome to The Breath Between Branches. We're all really excited and a little bit nervous for tonight because we're playing a new system, and some of us haven't played together in a while, but we're all really excited to bring this to you, and thank you all for joining us here on this night or whenever it is that you're watching it. I am Frank, also known as Miri on the internet. I'm going to be GMing, or as the book would call it, fireflying, but I think I'm with Ulsubard, Bijan, and that if you're not a legacy game, you're just GMing. But I decided to put Firefly on my nameplate anyway, because why not? I'll just be different. I am going to let the players introduce themselves. Don't introduce your character yet. We'll get to that in a moment. But for anyone who is just watching this channel for the first time, I would love to have you all just give a quick little intro. We're going to go clockwise from the top. So we're starting with you, Bijan. Why don't you give us a little intro?
Sure, I'm Bijan. I go by Uselbard. I've been playing on Magic RPG for a few years now, and I'm so excited to play this game. I love the rules. I'm very excited to try them out and actually play it for the first time.
My turn.
It's your turn.
Hi, I'm Momo. I'm here often. I just ended with Frank as well, the Ignite Recall. So here we are with our next Tuesday game. I think that's all we're. Is that all we're doing right now? No, we have House of Rookwood tomorrow. I'm in that as well. Me like, what else is there? Obviously I'm in that as well. I'm here often. I dress up on the internet and also here, which is also the internet. Hi, I'm excited. That's it.
Are we going clockwise or?
Yeah, we're going clockwise.
Got it.
To you, Chris.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Chris Stormbeard. Been here a long time. Been doing a lot of games. Excited to jump back into a game DM by Frank. You can also see me on Rookwood tomorrow on Wednesdays. This I did play a one shot of this, and I fell in love with it. Like Bijan, I love the rules. It's a little bit more verbose, is that the word I want to use, than other Forge in the Dark games. It's a little bit more towards the, I guess, like the 5e
It's
side of things
crunchier.
with stats. Yeah, it's definitely crunchier. So I'm
Crunchy.
excited. And also just the world is awesome. So I'm excited to be here, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
To Sparrow.
Hi, hello. I am your favorite burb on the interweb, A Black Sparrow from the Wild and Out team. First time here, long time listener, first time caller. Very excited. My pronouns are he, him. I'm the lead producer over at Wild and Out. I do a lot of nonsense content creation wise, and I really enjoy mangoes and baseball and wrestling. Back to you at the studio.
Awesome. And Power Rangers, which we could not tell by your backgrounds.
True.
Okay, everyone. Before we start getting to the game, we have a few more announcements. If this is your first time joining us, you should definitely join our Discord, discord.gg/magicrpg, !Discord if you forget that. In the chat, that is the place where you can talk to us about our games, about other games that we're playing, like Goblin Cleanup has been Momo's recent obsession.
Yes, and Sparrow.
Yes, and Sparrow's been playing that also, and Mandy as well. I've been playing a bunch of Deadlock. I do want to give Goblin Cleanup a try at a certain point. But
You should come gobbo with us.
There's just so many games. But if you want to talk to us about all of that stuff, new games that we're thinking about running on the channel, Kickstarters that we're backing ourselves, that's the best place to do that. If you want to catch all the episodes of this show, or other shows like Ignite Recall that Momo just mentioned, which was our Scum and Villainy AP that ran 30 episodes. That is all on our YouTube, youtube.com/magicrpg. And you can check that out there. I believe !YouTube should still work in our chat for that one. Finally, we always do some tip dono incentives in the games on this channel, and I'm actually very excited for this one. I wanted to do something, and Helveticat inspired me, as she always does. Whenever Helveticat runs a game, I'm always inspired by the things that she does, and so she has helped me level up my own game. I respect her game, and she helps level me up my game. You have the incentives you can see below. If you do wild tips, and yeah, I just made a super Mimi command on purpose. You caught me. If you do wild tips, that will break down the commands. I'm very, very proud of the $10 to name an NPC. Thank you, Helveticat, for that one. The caveat of that and the $100 tip, a little bit Mimi is okay, but if you try to name an NPC Bodie McBoatface, it's not quite going to work out, okay? So you can be a little Mimi, a little trolly, but not like super trolly. But you can see the other ones, creating a whisper, which if you don't know about whispers, you will find out about them shortly in this game. But these are words that live in people's heads waiting to come alive. Thank you for the resub. I will fix the spacing on the commands. It worked in testing, and now the names are getting cut off. I apologize. You'll get your flowers. Thank you for resubbing. If you would like to repair an aspect, and for those of you who are familiar with my other games running a lot of Forged in the Dark, aspects kind of replace both items from traditional games like Pathfinder or 5e, but also kind of replace harm like you would see in a normal Forged in the Dark game. It's very, very cool where if you get hurt in this game, one of your aspects of yourself, which could be an item, could be a part of your personality, those things will get hurt instead. So if you would like to tip 50, you can do that, and you will help heal our party members. But also for $100, you could see those letters that were recorded by Black Sparrow and Helveticat at the start, and many more of them coming. If you really like this game and you want to contribute to the artwork, all of the artwork you will see was drawn by Momo B. And so you'll see that, and she's awesome as usual. If you would like to contribute to the show, you can also write a letter to the crew to be delivered and shown at the beginning of this show and on breaks. You can take many creative liberties as long as you don't troll me or the players too hard. Like I said, you can write a letter, do a recording, and I will put it into the intro and at the break screen, and it'll roll there every single show. So if you care about that type of thing, that is what awaits you, and I will be doing that as often as you guys want to do it. So I'm setting myself for a lot of work if you guys want to do that a lot, but then that's a good problem to have, and I'll be happy because we get artwork for a bunch of campaigns. So that is that. And finally, before we get rolling, we utilize lines and veils and stars and wishes in most of the games on Magi, this one being no exception. We know what is okay and not okay for all of our players, and I always want to shout this out at the beginning of games because everyone should run lines and veils in their games so that you know what people are comfortable in, so that people know the themes that they're signing up for. If someone, does the X card / red card, we'll take a break, talk about it, and then come back. I know what all of those are. And you can see our normal content warnings and the content warning commands. They're no different for this game than other games. I'd actually think it's a little bit lighter on this game than other games. We're not going to have genocide or, other things that we had in some other games. You'd have to watch Armored Hearts for that to make sense. But anyway. So yeah, please use safety tools in all of your TTRPGs. It is very, very, very important. All right. Sweet. I guess let's get this started.
but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure, you're feeling me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly.
I could have made him a sparrow. Damn it.
Shonen
been a goodie
vibes very
snack.
much intended, folks. But we begin. 300 years ago, the empires of the world were toppled by a wave of fast-growing greenery. A tide of rampant growth spilling from the west. This event, the Wildsea, gave rise to the world. A titanic expanse of rustling waves and sturdy boughs, known as the Wildsea. Now, chainsaw-driven ships cut their way across dense treetop waves. Their engines powered by oil fruit, rope golems, honey, and pride. Their crews a motley. Humanity's weathered descendants rubbing shoulders with cactoid gunslingers, animated wrecks, and silk-clothed spider salt colonies. Hint, hint. Humanesque slugs with driftwood bones and other stranger wild things. Each has a role and reason to be out on the Wildsea. And what our players were doing on the Wildsea, you will find out right now. We begin with Izaresko. Whoa, thank you for the cheer. Sorry, first show mistakes, everyone. I'm just
It's okay.
getting stuff ready. Sparrow, you see the remnants of your, I shouldn't say remnants, you see the figure of your ship, or should I say your former ship, the Onyx Star, sailing into the distance as you cling to the boughs of an iron root. Rain pouring, lightning and thunder overhead, you being belted by it. So many things went wrong so quickly. All you did was ask questions. Talk about how... Thank you, Chris. Talk about how you had doubts about the new direction that the captain was taking things. You just wanted to, as your letter said, check his new obsession. But it seems that was not welcome. There's nothing around other than the distant form of a ship planted firmly into the tangle below you. Thankfully, as you are immune to Krezerin, you know that you'll be okay out here in the branches, but there's things much more dangerous than Krezerin to you. What do you do out here alone and by yourself?
I think Izaresko's first thought is of regret. She asked questions because she was urged to do so instead of following her instincts of throttling her captain. if we're being real. And she's not very physical in the sense of like she gonna punch you in the face, but she has a lightning rod permanently that serves as her left forearm, and a lot of electricity. So when I say throttle, I mean a lot of electricity coming your way. And she was asked to show restraint, so she did. But revenge is funny because sometimes it's something that you have to let steep. And so her thoughts of revenge are really just kind of like there and then placed on a shelf. And she, like with the idea of I will return to this later, because revenge is also no good if you don't get to enact it. Which she's got a little bit of a ways to go, seeing as it's a ship that is rapidly shrinking in the distance and she is clinging to this iron root. So I think she looks down and sees the tree, and I think her next instance is that she is going to at least find some shelter in that. The rain particularly doesn't bother her. The storm like scares her a little bit, but it's the other stuff that right now she can't really afford to deal with. So I think she's going to try and make her way down into the remnants of that ship.
And we cut across to that ship. Vesh. It's only been a few days since you stopped at the last spit, dropping off your previous crew and trying to acquire new crew. You thought, well, you managed to get those few hands easily enough. Surely it was going to be no problem. So you thought you might be able to sail the ship by yourself for a few days just to get to the next island or the next spit or the next outpost. But without someone on watch, without someone to help you run the engines, sailing out here by yourself, you didn't even see the hazards coming as you fell deep into the hole in the trees and found yourself falling through the tangle into the thrash. Now, with the rain coming down, your ship, unlike most ships which use chainsaws mounted at the front, yours kind of makes its way in a serpentine, carving through the trees. Unable to make purchase and get out, you find yourself stranded. The darkness of the Wildsea creeping around you, and you know it's only a matter of time before the crazy, strange animals or plants or things even more dangerous find you down here. What do you do?
Oh, I'm not going to panic. I've been through worse. He talks to himself as he starts managing the ship's riggings, you know, pulling the lines, the ropes and pulleys needed to get the ship righted on course, as falling through as it's not something you want to be doing. But being in the tangle isn't as bad as being in the sink. Could be worse.
It could be worse.
He keeps he thinks back to the time where he actually did fall through to the sink, except that time he wasn't alone. He had a crew with him, an experienced crew. He's gonna keep his wits about him and search for the clearest path back up through to the thrash where it's somewhat safer. He'll check the
Yeah.
engines. Anything damaged on the fall?
That's a good question. You go over and you don't see any physical damage to the engines. At least not right away, but you'd think you'd have to go do a little more in-depth inspection to really check this. I guess it's time to make a roll.
Already.
First roll.
Yo, a roll?
Okay.
Which
What we
edge
doing?
would you like to use?
Ooh. Okay. What would be appropriate?
I mean, and for those who don't know, the edge is grace, iron, instinct, sharps, teeth, tides, veils. Your edges are iron, tides, and veils. If I may make a suggestion, you could certainly make tides work for this, exploring, learning, and lore for trying to.
Yeah.
This is just something that comes with the territory. And if I'm looking at your skills, study might make sense.
Yeah, we can go tides and study.
Okay. Can you cobble together the dice? It'll be 3d6. Or no, 2d6.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a
That's a
5
5
and
and
a
a
3.
3.
Okay, which is a conflict, or for those of you familiar with Blades, kind of a partial success. It does seem you spend several minutes tinkering with the engine. Ah, yes, I get to look at your ship stats. Ah, I love this game. You look at the engine, which uses volt storing batteries. It is a battery operated engine, and you realize the power was low, and it looks like it was trying to charge in the storm, but a power surge went through and it's fried it. You're gonna have to repair the engine. It's not operating at full capacity. It won't be too difficult, assuming you can get the right supplies and enough people to help you. But you can fix this. Maybe the ship can even work if it wasn't raining. But right now, seems like it's a dead stick.
We're dead in the water.
You're
Or
dead in the water.
in the trees, in the green.
You're dead in the green.
Okay, well, this is a much worse situation than I hoped to be in. He looks down to the bird that sits in the cage on his hip, and he says, "Don't worry, Tyndall, we'll get out of this. We've been through worse." The bird chirps up at him. Okay, fixing engines. I've got this. And he's going to think back to what what he's been taught. He's not a shipwright, he's a word bearer. This is his ship. He needs to know how to handle it, but generally you find experts to help run the ship. You don't want to be caught alone out on the wild sea.
Certainly not.
Without the means to fix your boat. What can I do to fix this?
We will hold there as you Bijan the player, and also Vesh the character, should take stock of what you and the ship have on board and try to think if there are any resources you can use to repair the engine. But we will go back to Iesco. Izuesco. Sorry, I missed the Z. You see the ship. It is going to be, even for you, discounting the fact that the Krezerin does not harm you as a Ketra. Well, I say that. It can harm some Ketra, but not you. You have grown so that the Krezerin, the dangerous, mutative poison that exists all over the sea, does not hurt you. But how are you going to get down to the ship? I'm assuming you are just going to wave walk down there, or at least attempt to.
She's definitely gonna attempt to, yeah. It's not necessarily her strongest suit, but she's got a bare cupboard of options, so.
So if I had to guess, you could use either Grace or Iron. Grace if you would like to swing gracefully, Iron if you would like to, I don't know exactly what I would call the more
just a
stout
brute force
approach.
swing.
Yeah.
I think she'll go Grace because I think if she is Grace to me in this instance implies a little bit of experience with it, and experience means you can react better when stuff doesn't go the way that you were hoping.
Okay.
So that's my justification, if you will.
Okay. That looks like it's just gonna be straight 1d6 roll for you.
Okay. It's a 3. Mike,
Which
it's
is
3.
a disaster on the Wildsea. And it is truly a disaster. Not only do you have difficulty making it as you swing from branch to branch, the water, while not bothering you before, is making it hard for you to gain purchase. You notice something that you didn't really notice before. You recognize one of the skiffs from the Onyx Star parked just near this derelict vessel, as 6 armed former comrades of yours are making their way down to the ship. As you notice this and are momentarily distracted as you see them in the distance, you begin plummeting down into the tangle. Do you scream as you fall? Do you scream for help? Do you take it? What do you do as you start knocking off of trees on the way down?
I think the screams are all internal. She's learned, I think on the sea and such, that sometimes even when you're scared, staying quiet is advantageous. So she is panicking incredibly on the inside, but trying to regulate her breathing on the outside, because she's probably going to need it for however this ends. So I think it's a lot of like trying to either reach out at something, or because let's face it, like if the way this ship is, I don't think even if she did yell for help, who's gonna hear her? These guys that don't fuck with her no more, like, you know, like so like they're just gonna be like, sucks to suck, see ya. So I think she's just trying to see if she can grab something, or if she slams into something hard enough that maybe she can use her gelatinous form to kind of just like stick to it enough that she won't keep falling. But that's
and
her
I'm so
guess.
glad you mentioned that, because you fall and are getting battered off of branch after branch after branch until you finally do use your gelatinous form. But I need you to please take 2 marks of damage from this disastrous fall as you plummet at least 200 feet down further into the thrash. You can mark that on your gelatinous form or how you would want to. I assume narratively that makes the most sense.
Bingo,
since
bingo.
You're using that to break your fall.
Mm-hmm. Done.
And as you get to the fall, you hear something even worse. You hear the slow rustling and growling around you, the distinct sound of branches moving, objects in the darkness prowling around you. Considering if they want to make you their prey before you hear shouting from above as your former comrades, merchants, salvagers, pirates, something in between, start lowering ropes to the ship above. And you hear the shadow, you see and hear the shadowy creatures around you moving as the branches crunch as they climb further towards the top of the thrash. Perhaps going for the harder prey, but the larger meal, as they look to be going after your former comrades. Meanwhile, Vesh, you realizing you need to figure out a way to fix your engine. What do we got on the ship to fix it with?
I'm not sure. I'm looking at our ship thing. I don't think we have an inventory of we
No
don't have
salvage. I see your
There's
personal salvage. We've got some packaging twine.
twine. Yes. You know what? I think the issue here is the ceramic batteries. The ship's fall was already low on power, but the fall managed to crack one of them, and it's not working the way it should. Maybe I can string it up with another battery. Maybe I can twist the connections together and use the twine to hold
Maybe
them.
you can hack this somehow. You can jury rig this to somehow work.
Yeah.
It's
not the smartest idea.
It's not the smartest idea, but it's all you got. And as you kind of think of yourself, this is not even going to work. I can't believe I'm trying this, but I know this is how wild sailors do it. And you get out the twine made with mandibles from some creature or another. You notice at your feet, next to the engine, something you didn't notice before. As a compass, you see spinning in a way that shouldn't be happening. You're nowhere near a pole, but it's spinning around and around and around.
That's not right. He inspects it closely. He doesn't even... Does he recognize this compass? This is not one that he brought with him.
You've never seen this before in your life.
How did this get here? He's going to pick it up and hold it, watching it spin.
As you pick it up, you feel an intense connection as memories, faster than you can even recognize, flash before your eyes. Journeys on a ship, comrades you've never seen before, singing, dancing, mending people, putting them back together, smuggling people, it's all really confusing. You almost drop the compass in shock. Maybe you do drop it as suddenly the memories are gone and you're back to yourself, and coalescing out of nothingness is a small ardent emerging from the compass in an ethereal form. And you see Visha appear in front of you. Visha,
Yes.
the last thing you remember is the last thing you remember in life, whatever that is, and you are suddenly here in front of this person who you've never seen before in your life, but you feel connected to in some way. It is storming, it is raining, and you are standing in front of what appears to be a broken engine and a very terrified looking Ardent.
As you hop out of the compass, I drop it on the floor. Oh, shoot. Hello?
She kind of backs up from this large man, brings her little hands up to her chest, does a few more steps back, does a look around, and then we'll look at this man. Hello?
As your gaze settles on him, he takes a step back as well.
Them.
Hello? Who are you? And what are you doing on my ship?
Who are you and what are you doing on my ship?
This is not your ship, this is my ship.
She looks around.
I have the paperwork to...
Visha, you are 100% sure this is your ship.
You don't... Her nervous. This is definitely my ship. Prove it.
Listen, I don't really want to tell you your business, but you just popped out of this strange compass. I think you should be the one proving your everything. What is going on?
She does a little look around again.
Well, it looks like you broke the engine.
Yes, I
Of
did.
my ship.
Not your ship. But right now, that doesn't matter that much. We should probably get it fixed and get moving.
That sounds like someone who doesn't care because it's not his ship.
That sounds like someone who's been stuck before and had to deal with the horrors of what comes for a stranded ship.
Why don't we just get the man who fixes it? Don't you have an engineer?
If this is your ship, wouldn't you have an engineer?
Well, where is Callum? Where is he? That's my
Well,
ship, man.
Seeing as this isn't your ship, he's not here. Now, I had an engineer. I left him back at the last spit. Unfortunately, I'm traveling alone. Well, I was traveling alone.
Will you wait here then, and I will go find him?
It's a small
must-
ship. Be my guest.
It's not a small ship. It's very good at what it does, even if it's small. I'll go find Callum. You wait here. You must be new.
And she will go walk up to the top, to the deck.
And you get up to the deck. And you see, climbing down 30 feet above you, are 6 people of various bloodlines and genders crawling down with guns, machetes, and other weapons. And you are an experienced enough wild sailor to know that these people do not mean you good intentions.
He would back up again, call down the stairs. Large man? I believe they're... she will run down. They're
Yes, small woman.
Fine, you have me there.
There are lots of well, you might be better suited for this. I'm better suited for the after. There are people with weapons. Above?
Well, shit. This is why I wanted to get the engines going. Do you have any experience? We should get moving as soon as possible.
He looks like at her person.
I have a scalpel. That's it.
Okay, look, I may be large, but I am not very good at fighting. It just doesn't suit me. All right, I'd prefer not to.
You
It
know,
doesn't usually end well.
where I come from, that would be a contradiction.
Well, where I come from, it is as well. And I am, I guess, a contradiction.
Well, I'm very good at the after. Like, if you happen to sustain horrible injuries from the very large machetes that I saw, I am very good at patching them.
Okay, all right. You know what? We don't have time to talk about this. I'm going to try and string these batteries together. Actually, I could.
Bam,
You want
bam,
me to
bam,
fight?
bam. As you hear a man above you scream and then shots go off. Izuesco, as you were getting your bearings and looking at your crewmates climb down to this derelict ship, you see a pinwolf jump out of the air and knock one of them off of the rope and go flying down further into the thrash. The other people with them start firing on them, but they can't see anything. And you hear coming from a few dozen feet away from you towards the ship. It seems that a slaughter of one type or another is about to commence. What do you do?
So to clarify, I'm hearing growling aimed in my direction.
No, not aimed at your
Okay.
direction, aimed at your former comrade's direction.
Oh, sick! We love to hear it.
Karma.
You know what? Let me, if you will allow me, I would love to like roll something small to see how well I know these three.
Absolutely,
in
I
particular.
love fortune rolls.
Okay.
Go for it.
Fortune roll.
I'll just roll the good old the D100 and see what happens here.
Oh, D100. We love that.
It's a 35. Low rolls to start. We love to hear it.
Is it true?
Basically, my aim, Frank, is that I think Izuesco would have something of an inkling of like who carries what, and it's a rainstorm, and they're carrying weapons made of metal, and she's got one distinct ability, so I think that's her aim.
Oh.
So I'm thinking, what she's thinking is, I'm hoping this is Jim, because he always carries this like very distinct necklace, and I'm gonna fry him.
Excellent. And
but I
Chad,
rolled a
if you would,
35, so I don't know.
Chad, if you would like to name any of these, I don't know, we go with the jabrones. You can always feel free to do that as well. Yes, you can go ahead and proceed to fry them. I am guessing that means that you are going to use Lightning's Call, your Tempest ability.
That is indeed my aim. Yeah, I'm aiming at any one of these fools that would dare have a metal weapon in a rainstorm.
Yes. So let me, I guess, Instinct plus...
Or Grace, because I'm trying for
yeah,
like
either way.
precision.
Yeah, and flourish. So 2d6.
Oh, so close.
No, that is it's a conflict. As you send from the storm, you reach out and a bolt of lightning comes from the clouds above, courses and strikes one of these poor unfortunate souls, greedy unfortunate souls, a bit of column A, a column B. As, yes, holding metal weapons in a rainstorm, hubris, you might say, even amidst trees in the thrash, and immediately is electrocuted and falls down. You hear at least 2 of the pinwolves go scrambling after the body as they fall. Meanwhile, deep from within the ship, Skell,
Yes.
you have been with this ship for the past few days, hiding, and you don't even know if this idiot captain who's gotten the ship stranded here even knows about this secondary vessel that he has, this workhorse that's embedded in the cargo bay. But you've been hiding there, just hoping to go unnoticed, and you hear gunfire, you hear screams, and you hear a thunderclap so loud that it's deafening. It sounds like it came from right on top of you, and you hear the sounds of men dying around you.
I'd like to do a couple minute flashback.
Please do.
As Skell has been on this ship, he has been using his Swarm Scout, a single spider he can send ahead, allowing me to see and hear through it. He has been watching, is it Vash?
Vesh.
Vesh. He's been watching Vesh this entire time via his single spider. And as it crashes, drops into the Verdant Sea, and this seemingly out of nowhere young girl manifests on deck, camera will follow this spider as it scurries through the hull, back to Skell, and up his leg. And he's thinking to himself, he's finally found safe passage off a spit, one of his kind. And as he hides down here in this cargo hold by this
Workhorse.
that's what they're called, yes, workhorse vehicle, he has a bit of a conundrum. And he starts talking to himself. We can help. No, we are safe down here. We do not need to help them. They did not help us. But she is a youngling, freshly hatched. We must protect her. Little larva. Little baby. But I can be safe down here. Captain Vesh doesn't know what he's doing. But neither do I. She can be harmed. And in a corner, and if the camera was to see him, he'd be kind of like squeezed into a nook, as he can he is just 1,000 spiders in a trench coat. He kind of clambers out of this nook, and next to him is his green, verdant. What does he call it? He calls it the Hive Breaker. His nature mixed with engineering cannon. Whoop.
Don't worry, it's just the bot.
Oh, God, I thought that was me. And he grabs his cannon, straps it to his shoulder, and starts moving up towards the deck. And
When you get onto the deck, you see the scene that I described before as 4 people now climbing down.
and he will clamber up, throw open the door to the cargo hold, look up, aim at the verdant sea, and fire his cannon up into the treetop.
Aiming to take out these people, I assume.
Yes.
Sweet. Love that. Gives me up grappling with my music bot, which seems to have broken again, as it does. It just doesn't like
There are worse
me.
things.
In that case, sounds like you've got to roll to attack these people.
I'm thinking iron
Mm-hmm.
and hunt.
That sounds appropriate.
So iron is the edge, hunt is the skill. Is that 3 dice?
Yes, so you'd add the d6s of both. So let me look at your hunt. Yes, that would be 3d6.
A 6, a
Ooh,
4, and a 1.
a triumph, as it is called. And, you know, I think it's worth you doing. Would you please like to read the description of your hive breaker cannon?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Let's see here. Cannons deal high impact LR blast damage as standard. When I choose the Savage Cannon as an aspect, it gains base frame from the following list. When I target ships or structures, it has the Hull Breaker base frame, so it is armor penetrating. It also has using the vines on the side of it, I can kind of crank them tighter to make the impact against any target increase the damage. It does damage the cannon as the vines and thorns kind of create micro cracks in the side of it.
And yeah, this is
Yes.
not just a rifle. This is
No.
a ship weapon that a person has picked up and is using.
This was a cannon off of a ship that he has salvaged.
And of course, in the Wildsea, firearms don't use any flame. These are chemically activated firearms, but the
Correct.
sound is still that of a very... Let me turn that down, sorry guys. Still very loud. And you see the person go flying off of the rope and tumble down into the tangle. The pinwolves don't even go for them this time. And you can see the other 3 look at you and, shocked, drop down to the deck quickly and move to surround you. It seems that if there ever was a time for talking, that time has long since passed. Vesh, Visha, you hear above you boots land on the deck as 2 Ardents and an Ectus with rifles land. Izuesco, you see this as well, as they have landed on the deck. Now, with you below the ship, you have lost line of sight to continue your lightning assault. What do you all do? We will start with Izuesco.
I think. Does she have enough line to maybe jump down and see if she can land on somebody?
Well, you have to climb up. You are currently below the ship,
Okay.
but you could
Below
climb
the
up.
ship, right? Okay.
Yes, you can climb
yeah,
up
she's-
to get to the
She's
ship.
up.
Okay.
She's climbing up.
All right. So, it's gonna be dangerous, but I'm gonna say you can go slowly and make it there relatively safely, or you could get there quickly and put yourself in harm's way trying to climb quickly in the rain in the tangle. Which option would you like to do, considering the fact you've already fallen once?
If she hadn't have already fallen once, I think she would have gone the more reckless route, but I think she's going to try and play it safe because she needs to get up there. And she's no good to them if she can't make it up there at all.
Okay. We will come back to Izuesco. Vesh and Visha, you looking at each other, kind of having a little bit of an argument at first. Here, people land on the top of the ship. What do you do?
Well, we hear also a cannon.
hear the
yes, you
cannon,
also
though,
heard
right?
a cannon shot go
and
from
also
above.
don't feel a cannon shot hit the hull.
Correct.
So I'm
So it's
going to
from
look at. What the hell was that? Was that one of your crew
it mu-
members?
It must be my cannoneer.
Fantastic. You know what? Maybe this is your ship, as long
Yes.
as we have some weapons.
Exactly.
All right. He's just flabbergasted. He's gonna run out the engine room.
I'm gonna follow him, but close behind, because that's a shield.
Yes.
That's a meat man right there.
Yes, I am.
Oh, the person is the shield. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Uh,
Tiny
you-
behind him.
You get to the top of your ship on the deck, and correct me if I am wrong, Chris, but I believe Skell is very obviously a Silicrae, as you have extra arms.
That is correct. Skell has a third arm on his right side. So 2 of the arms hold the cannon, and the third arm reaches down to his belt loop and pulls off almost like a pulsating seed pod of sort. And while he keeps aim, that third arm puts the seed pod in the back of the cannon, and you can see almost like the green of the pod. It gives off almost like a bioluminescent light within the barrel, and as that green glow starts to turn to red as the cannon is being prepared to fire again.
And Visha, this is not a member of your crew. Very obviously not.
You're right. This is not Marcus at all. Marcus was my cannoneer.
Cannon. But she will
Get him
run
in
over to
early.
that man. To this man creature.
And you just see every inch of this creature is covered in cloth. They have a old wooden-like carving of, it looks like some maybe passive creature of the Wildsea, maybe something ancient. Not sure what deer look like in this day and age, but it does indeed have horns on it. And you see him holding this, to a glance, it looks like a log that is glowing on his shoulder, aiming up at the branches.
Are you the cannoneer?
I am a cannoneer, yes. Get down, little child.
I'm not a child.
Get down, little larva, then.
Oh, okay.
Looks at that.
And
He must be
Yeah.
yours.
Listen to him. He's got the cannon, and he's gonna get down also.
the 2 Ardents and the Ectus are going to. Oh boy. Combat. I haven't had real combat in a game in so long. This is so weird.
For real.
They're going to take a shot at you. All three of them are going to step forward and take a volley.
Oh.
And I forgot how to do reactions in this game. Isn't that fun? Mechanics are so fun in new games.
We are baby.
We are learning.
We're learning together.
We're just larva. Please. We're just little larva. That's all.
I have to scroll in the book. Here we go. Yes, as these people step forward and attack you, you get to make a defense roll. How would you like to defend or react to getting fired on by these three people, Skell?
Let's see here. What do I have?
You can use any of your attributes, but as always, fiction first. What would you do to get out? As you hit the deck, try to hide behind the mast of the ship. Take it like a spider.
Yes, I want to use brace. So it's shrugging off attempt, blocking or parrying an incoming attack.
Okay, and that's iron. Sounds like what you're doing.
Iron or instinct, I was thinking. Yeah.
Either one, you pick.
Okay. I will do instinct as he braces to be shot.
So before you do this, I'm gonna say, ooh, do I want to already introduce cuts? I mean, it's three people shooting at you. Yeah, cut one. Do you remember what cutting means?
I don't.
So cutting means you can do that when you're setting up the roll. It'll say cut, and you can add a plus. It means that the top roll will be discarded. Instead of position and effect, that's how it works in this game. So you can roll that and cut one.
Okay. So 2d6. That is a 6 and a 2, so that is a 2.
Yes, so the cut one, they fire and they rip holes into you. I need you to take 3 damage to your aspects. Which aspect would you take damage to?
I am taking damage to my 3rd limb.
As it gets riddled, as you brace and block it, and you manage to block the damage from striking true to yourself, but that obviously really hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But they look and see that you're still standing and panic and drop their weapons. You three have a moment to react as they are now caught of a moment of weakness. What do you do? Having seen this brave cannoneer come and literally take a bullet for you, what do you all do?
Oh, shoot. Where are they? Are they still descending?
No, they're on your deck.
They're on the deck completely.
And
okay.
they're dropping their guns. They don't think they'll have time to reload. And it seems like they're going to go to their side weapons.
Well, Vesh is gonna look at Visha, look at Skell, and even though he does not want to fight, he's got to get these guys off his ship, and he's gonna run at them and try and shove them off the side.
Oh,
Hell yeah, use your size.
that's
not a certain-
awesome.
It's not a great fate, but it's not a certain death.
So that sounds like iron and potentially brace. Oh, sorry, was Sparrow?
I was
say
gonna
something?
ask: is this a situation in which he is trying to fix to knock them off the side that I am trying to climb up? Because
That
Yeah,
could be
you want to
fun.
roll? You want to roll for it?
That could be fun. No. We'll let your roll decide it. If it's a disaster, maybe that'll happen. We'll see. I'm
Okay.
assuming you're gonna use iron and brace for this, Vesh.
I am, but I'm gonna voluntarily cut one to make the impact better.
Oh,
if-
okay, great.
Because I'm going after multiple people. I'm a big guy.
Oh, you're
I
trying
could
to you're trying to
probably
knock all of them off the ship.
at
He's
least
a big
more than
boy.
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
clothesline
hopefully
a
more.
couple of them.
You're just-
Hopefully more than one.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yes, definitely cut one to do that for more impact.
Okay.
Yes. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love the players voluntarily cutting already.
Oh, 2 fails. A critical
it's
fail
a
there.
disaster.
I just
Oh, good start, folks. Good start.
You go to
told
try
you
to
I'm not a
ram
fighter.
them, and as you go, they look like they're getting their side source off. They sidestep, and you go hurtling off the side of your ship. Izuesco, you see a man falling off the ship towards you. What do you do? You don't recognize him for what it's worth.
Yeah, I don't recognize him, so I think I'm going to try and like, just kind of just like, am I climbing via rope, or am I just like digging my Ketron hands directly into
If
the
you
side
have a
of the
rope,
ship?
you could be climbing during rope. That's totally fine.
I don't know if I. No, I don't have a rope. No, I'm just climbing with my hands. I'm gonna try and dodge out of the way. I'm not trying to get knocked down here. I've fallen once today.
Okay.
I
that is-
don't recognize him, so it's
Yeah.
like I'm not like, for all I know, this
Yeah.
could be somebody trying to cause more harm. So
It's a disaster. Yeah, that's probably Grace and I don't know what other thing. This is
I'm
you
gonna
tell
s-
me.
I'm gonna
we,
say
we
vault.
lock eyes as I fall past you, and you just see an extra look of confusion, like, who the hell is that? And I just fall.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it.
I'm gonna say Grace and vault. So that's 2.
Okay. Yep, 2d6.
5 and a 1.
Okay, yes. You manage to swing yourself out of the rope, and Vesh, you see, like, what? It's, do you remember the 3rd season of Umbrella Academy where they're passing each other in the cars?
Yep.
Oh, no. I've never seen Umbrella Academy, but I've had this reference to me like 7 times.
Yes.
It speaks for itself.
Just, I'm like, who are you? Who are you? And you have that moment as Vesh falls down, and Izuescu looks down and just keeps climbing past. Vesh, you fall at least, I'd say 50 feet below your ship before you grab a hold of a branch. And then you hear, "Arr." You hear the sound of the pinwolves surrounding you and branches snapping as they come towards you. Up on top of the ship, Visha, you just saw your new friend go off the ship, and the 3 men look like they're about to come at you with a machete, a saw, and a dagger.
She gives Skell a tap on the shoulder.
Well, I think since he fell to his death, that makes me the official captain now. So do you know how to use that again? The big log cannon thing.
Yes.
Does it hurt to use?
No.
Okay, well, I'll patch up your arm if you fire it to, again, at the very scary men a few feet from us that are quickly descending.
But I could hit the ship.
Oh. What if we reason with them?
I have not known them to be reasonable people.
You guys got one more sentence before they're about to hack you to pieces.
I think you just gotta fire and hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Okay.
And Skell will actually reach in the back of the cannon. He's going to pop the seedling so it's not a solid shot.
Okay.
More like a scatter shot. That's what
I see. You're using it more like a... Okay, I get you.
And I'm going to fire it again.
Same roll, I assume?
Same roll.
All right, you don't need to cut anything.
Okay. Actually, let's try this out. Let's try this on for size.
Okay.
As he cracks the seed pod inside the barrel,
Okay.
he's going to pull on the thorny vine that wraps around it as well, and you hear the creaking of the cannon. So I'm going to mark it, and it's going to increase the impact against any target.
Yes.
All right.
So 3d6.
May the odds be in your favor.
5, 1, and
with
1.
doubles.
All right. Ooh, a twist.
Ooh,
Anyone
baby,
can
a
offer a
double.
twist except for Chris. Anyone have a good twist? Let me
Does
think.
the twist have to be negative?
No, the twist can be
No,
positive
no.
or negative, and usually if it's a conflict or a triumph, it's a positive twist.
So like the book suggested one is like a critical hit to like increase impact. You know.
Yes.
So he
you
can
can
maybe
do that
hit-
one at a base level.
Maybe it's enough force that it pushes them off the edge. They do a little stumble back, and they, ooh, you know.
Or, yeah, I mean, I can't.
Could it be
Uh-huh.
perhaps that this is the moment that Izuesco makes it to the top, and they just like her getting on the ship and like falling is enough for them to do the like trip back over her bit and fall over the side?
Ooh.
They trip over eyes. That's awesome.
Yeah, she gets up, the blast knocks them over her.
So because you had extra impact and because of your twist, and great suggestion, I love that, you fire and this scattered, let's say it's a scattered buckshot, but the scatter shot goes on all of them. They break, taking the fire, and then you see this Ketra climbing onto the ship. You're like, what the? And you see the three of them trip. One of them looking down, Aizuet, and then is off of falling down the ship. Vesh, as you are clinging to this branch, you see the three people that you just tried to ram off the ship fall past you further into the tangle.
Well, someone must have had the same idea. And he's gonna start climbing frantically. I'm sure there are ropes hanging off the side of the ship, right?
Yes, you can follow Izuesco's rope up, in fact, if you would like.
Yeah. Now, there is a pinwolf nearby, I'm pretty sure. That
There are several pinwolves nearby, so, that might come up at some point. But, who knows?
I'm going to try to hastily make my way up, and I would rather climb than fight with a pinwolf. Let's hope I can do that.
I'm guessing. Do any of you have any points in Wave Walk? Okay, Skell has 1. So funny. All right. So that's gonna be what edge, Vesh? Iron, probably. Yeah.
Or I could do, I could do veils to try to
sneak?
not attract the attention of the pinwolves as I
That
try
works
to.
too. Yeah.
As I hopefully to avoid their attention. I do have points in Vault, but I think considering Wave Walk is its own thing, I don't think that will help me until I get onto the
if
ship.
you could think of a creative way to actually use it, like slingshot yourself up somehow, I'm down for that. But you've got to be creative in how you come up with that.
I think I'm gonna use study because I don't know. I don't think vaulting makes sense. Once I get on the
Okay.
rope, that will make sense for climbing faster. But getting off of the
Yes.
branches onto the tree,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use study to get the best path
I see.
forward.
So you're trying to take a stealthy path to get back to your ship.
I don't want to deal with these wolves.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it, my friends.
5 and a 1.
Okay. It's a conflict. You do manage to get past and get to this rope. But you're a little disconcerted. Did the wolves really not see you? Or is this a trap? Not sure. Izuesco, you climb onto the ship, having seen your old comrades tumble, probably to their deaths below you, and are greeted by the sight of a wounded Salikre and a small Ardent in front of you.
She does tuck behind.
Do I shoot them, Captain?
Does inch out towards Izuesco. Waits
She's
for a
like,
weapon to be drawn.
She's like on her knees because like she was basically just like she felt like the impact of like body against her side as they like tripped over her. And so she's on her knees and you notice that like the ink blot patterns like on her face are like very narrow and slitted. And then they kind of like pop wide open as if they're like taking in more light to like to address surroundings, and their lips part for just a moment, and he says,
I wouldn't recommend it if you want to get out of here alive.
He looks at Skell.
I would like to get out of here alive.
Oh, for sure.
She will take cautious little step towards Izuesco.
Are you a friend then?
Let us say I am not your enemy for now, and leave it at that.
Are you all right then? Are you injured?
She's kind of glancing you over.
she sighs when you ask if she's all right. It's a complicated question.
Right.
Um,
Real.
and she kind of pushes herself to her feet. She doesn't look like she has anything on her threatening wise, other than really just the words that she said. You don't see any weapons in her hands or anything like that, and she kind of shakes a little bit, and like her tentacles, like water whips off the tentacles, but it's still raining, so it's like it gets very quickly replaced. And she says,
Some of those men were mine, I think. All of them, perhaps. Unsure completely. But no longer. They belong to the sea now.
What are you good at?
As you ask that question, she her head kind of instinctively looks down to her left arm, and I think if you inspect it close enough, you can see
Good
like
look.
it looks like a torn off section of a lightning rod is just like in the translucent skin of where her forearm is. And she goes,
I command the storm.
Do you want to travel on our ship?
This is yours to
It is
invite
now.
me.
There was a man on here who said he was the captain, but I think he was sorely mistaken. He might have had a sickness about him.
I have been watching Captain Vesh for some days now.
Oh, that's his name.
He was on this ship before you, little
Oh.
one.
But he's not now.
There are doors under the ship. Confirm his death.
Well, I hope he hasn't died. But we will
Does
have
this-
a talk.
Does this Vesh mean something to either of you?
It is his ship, and I am a stowaway.
Vesh, you finally climb up and you hear these people talking about you. Like, are they talking about robbing my ship?
What's a little mutiny in episode 1?
Digital Mutiny, episode 1.
You climb on the rope, exhausted from this, but make it back.
Excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear that you were planning on taking my vessel. I would prefer if you didn't.
You lived. Oh, thank goodness.
To be fair, I was invited to come along, not.
I
commit
invited
theft.
them.
Yes, welcome aboard. Welcome. Great.
Wait,
Vesh?
Oh, go ahead.
I
whoever
know
first.
you. You fell off the ship. Did you do so intentionally?
Yes. Yes, I did. Of a
When you
sort.
say yes, you can see like some sparks, and she like looks like she's about to come at you aggressively.
That was a joke. I tumbled off the edge.
You attempted to knock me off the side of the ship? Is this your
No.
intention?
No, I didn't know you were there. I was quite surprised to see you dangling from the side. I was trying to remove the attackers from, again, my ship.
Debatable.
Acceptable.
She relaxes.
You said you command the storm.
Yes.
Can you charge voltaic batteries?
I am one.
Captain
She says with
Vesh
a
has
little bit of a smile.
broken. Captain Vesh has broken one of our voltaic batteries.
My voltaic batteries, mine. But yes. Yes.
Show me where.
Right this way. And he's going to lead them there. And as he's walking, he's going to say, "So you've been a stowaway for the past few days?" To Skell.
I climbed aboard when you were at the spit.
But you could have said something. I've been handling this ship alone for the past... I could have used your help.
Most Ardents are not comfortable around Zelacray.
Okay. Fair point. I'm not most Ardents.
And stowaways on ships, if caught, can be keyholed.
This is a good time to describe this maritime vessel. We say sail and we say ship. Of course, that's not entirely accurate. This ship does not have sails, nor does it sail on water as it drifts on the treetop of the waves. It has razor sharp planks on the front that send it propulsing through the trees, powered by these voltaic batteries. This is a small ship made for a small crew of about 3 to 5 people. There are not really a whole lot of rooms on the Spirit Route, the name of this vessel, but there is a survival station with flares, flags, grapples, emergency rations, wraps. There is a giant lightning rod at the top of the ship used for charging the voltaic or ceramic batteries. There is also a cargo bay near where Skell was hiding, and then a kind of crow's nest of sort for looking out, and then, as Visha would remember, a medical bay for taking care of people and tending to the wounded. There is also a weapon of sorts, a storm rail, 2 huge brass rods with cables attached to a voltaic generator, part of the same electrical system as the batteries powering the engine. It's a bit shoddy, but it gets the job done.
Well, this is the Spirit Route. Here's the, he lists off everything Frank just mentioned, and here's the engine. Those are the batteries. You can see one of them is a little damaged, and they are in need of a charge.
You're all probably wondering why I've kept this music on, and, why when
No.
Vesh rolled a conflict and was able to suddenly still get on the ship. You hear a sharp impact on wood.
Oh,
Thump,
disgusting.
thump. Twitchy movements, low growls, hissing. And you turn and you see a horrible creature. Legs like needles, just skittering around. A tongue,
When they
4 feet long, at a point at the end. Eyes going every such direction. A pinwolf.
Oh, I hate those.
But not one pinwolf. You see 6 pinwolves.
That's a lot of pinwolves.
Creeping behind you, and they have been waiting for this moment, herding you all into a kill box, as they were
What the
just
heck?
waiting for you to get inside so that they could deal with you. Some of them have gotten a meal, and maybe they would have all been satisfied, but unfortunately, some of the people that were attacking you went too far out of reach, and they're still hungry.
Aw.
They inch forward, looking ready to attack.
Vesh,
Yes.
are you hungry?
Would love to eat. Yes. Maybe after we've
Excellent.
dealt. Okay.
No. Excellent.
And she's gonna fry as many of these pinwolves as she can.
Yeah. Let's go.
Excellent.
She's not waiting for them to inch forward. She knows how they work. Fuck this.
They are deadly
Meat's
pack
back on the menu,
hunters.
boys.
Yeah.
She's gonna lightnings call them. Yeah, absolutely.
So I think, I don't know. I guess sense could work, reacting to a.
I was gonna say iron and sense because like she's just
Yeah.
gonna put her all into it.
Go ahead. And so 3d6.
632.
That is a triumph. And
Love
you're
to
not
hear it.
going to kill all of these, but you direct lightning from your hand streaking through, arcing from one wolf into another, almost trying to chain lightning these guys. Two of them drop down as you arc through and drop. The rest of you see this huge flash of lightning, thunder, almost deafening, come from Izuesco, and it's actually pretty freaking impressive.
Sick. Sick tricks.
The wolves have a moment of hesitation, seeing two go down quickly. And the GM needs to... We're going to do the old fortune roll.
Let's go.
Not ye old fortune roll?
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. Scream.
They look and see that, and they question whether they want to continue their attack, look to each other, and turn and run from the ship. And you hear the scratching on the ship, and then you hear them jump into the branches of the tangle and leave you finally.
There you are, fried bin wolf. Enjoy.
Well, you delivered. It's quite effective. About the engines, though. Not to ask you again to command the storms, but it would be prudent to get ourselves out of here before more creatures attack.
For your reasoning, not necessarily for you.
She says, and turns to look at these batteries. And I think what she's going to do, actually, she's going to pull the ceramic battery she's got in her pack, and she's going to kind of inspect it a little bit to see if it was damaged, because she did fall a bit, before she gets to work on charging this place up.
Excellent. So you could charge one of the batteries. One of them seems to be broken, and even if you were to charge it, it wouldn't fix it. That's going to need to be repaired. But you think on one of these batteries, either you could wait till the rain ended and then move, or maybe you could supercharge one of these and it would be able to give enough power to get you out of the tangle and back up to the thrash. Either one of those is an option.
I think she's gonna, in her own way, present those options to Vesh.
These are your choices. Please make them.
Oh, okay. Replacing it would probably be best. I'll make sure to replace it. Replace your wares as soon as I'm able to, or get it repaired.
So then we wait.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get it fixed properly.
It is as you say.
So you all settle in for the night?
Well, there is an injury.
There's a few injuries, actually. Even though she doesn't look it, Izuesco is also hurt.
I will leave the generator room. The frequency of the humming bothers me.
Oh, come on, Skell.
Did you say your name yet, actually?
I don't think we've introduced our.
No, I
each
don't
other.
think you've
Come
had
on,
intros.
Okay, well, she will offer out her little hand to him.
Come on, I can patch up your third arm. It looks pretty, blasted through. Come on.
Are you skilled in Zelacray physiology?
You'd be surprised. Come on.
I am Skell.
I'm Visha. It's nice to meet you.
And she will extend a hand out.
And with his two hands holding the cannon, his third arm, and as he shakes your hand, some like spiders fall out of the bullet holes that are in his cloth.
Are they okay?
Some were killed in the impact, but we have more than enough.
All right, well, on the spirit route, there is a medical bay, as I recall. Is it still here, Vesh?
Yeah. Yes.
Perfect.
He's confused.
With the long table down the middle, just as I designed.
Look, I'm not going to argue with a woman who popped out of a compass. So yes.
Good.
Speaking of Momo, did Visha ever pick up the compass, or is it still lying on the ground near the engine?
It might be laying, so she may go pick it up.
Since you have come out, you have felt connected to that compass. And whenever you have ventured away, like when you went to the deck, you felt a subtle pull towards it, like it felt wrong to be away from it.
She will pocket it then.
And that feels the most comfortable you felt since you've arrived here.
Okay.
I will take Skell to the little medical wing, and she will also, as she's kind of guiding Skell up. Eyes Wesco also hasn't said their name, right? Gestures with arm towards them.
I don't know your name yet. But you definitely have an injury. I saw it.
Saw it where?
You have a cut under your chin. Come,
She like
I'll fix
she,
it
like,
for you.
Chick thinks for a second.
Fair enough. You are skilled.
I haven't proven that yet, but I like your confidence. am.
Izuesco, you can call me.
What a lovely name. My name is Visha.
Hello.
Gesture a little hand out. Like a, come. Follow.
You
We go
all
to the
already
the
know my
middle.
name.
She follows.
Vesh, are you injured? Or did you take that fall like a bull?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Of course. You know, you do well where I'm from.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd make a pretty good sun scraper.
Vesh's eyes go wide. That's where I'm from. I am a sun scraper.
Right. Sure you are. Come on. She's going to the medical bay.
Vesh, that feels very eerie. But as you think, I'm not even going to make you roll anything because you are very familiar with this. there is a location back home called Visha's Anvil that every sunscraper is familiar with. And now that she has said this, it's very weird.
In the hectic battle, I didn't have time to think, but I mean, yes, Visha's a pretty traditional sunscraper name. It's odd. Well, maybe we'll learn more about each other soon, he thinks. And he's gonna start pulling the pinwolves into into the kitchen to start cutting them up for food, because you do not let food like that go to waste.
And this is a great time to mention this game. Unlike most tabletop games, we are going to be counting most of the salvage, as there is no currency and there's a huge survival element of this game, and you need to use every bit of the creatures that you are getting. So I'm assuming you're going to be using hunt or hack or some other survival skill to get these things apart. What are you going to do, Vesh?
Oh, I don't have good skill. Well, I have scavenge.
That works.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be the best.
It's not going to be the best
for harvesting. It's not really meant for that, but I know a decent cut of meat when I get my hands on it. So I guess yeah, I guess if I'm rolling, I get then for this iron and scavenge.
Let's see, iron, force, determination, willpower. If you want to use iron, that's just, you're just going to be ripping them apart, basically, brute forcing.
I don't know. Well, I guess I'm still getting used to the edges. Tides might work better.
Tides makes more sense.
Yeah, going with the flow. I'm not used to doing this, but it's not the first time I've done this. It's just usually someone more skilled at this does it. So yeah, I'll go ahead and roll that.
Okay. Ooh, double sixes, a twist. That's awesome. We've got our first boxcars of the game.
I got one.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay, lay it on me.
As you're carving up these pinwolves, and you are, skinning them and harvesting the meat, and you're cleaning them, you find some of the gear of the previous people they ate. In their stomach.
I like this.
You feel some salvage. Yeah. Sorry, a little gross, but
no, we need that. So I'm going to say...
no, that's awesome. Love that.
You are able to harvest basically everything. Please add pinwolf hide, pinwolf meat, beast bones, and a flexible tongue to your salvage.
Do we have a shared salvage on the ship?
Vesh's salvage, or cargo and passengers on the ship.
Yeah, you can add it to the ship salvage.
I'm gonna add I'll add the meat to the if you could add that, and what else did you say that we had?
So beast bones, flexible tongue, pinwolf hide, and pinwolf meat.
Okay, and did we get any
for the
other
salvage?
salvage,
Yes, I need to think. What interesting things? Ooh, I've got one. Okay. You find... Ooh, no one would recognize this, or you wouldn't recognize this, but I'm going to describe it, and all of you will recognize this. It's a gun of sorts, but it's not a gun like you've ever seen before. It has a revolving chamber with 6 spots on it, and it seems like it doesn't ignite chemically. It ignites by the hammer compressing. It's a genuine 6-shot revolver. But none of you have ever really seen this before. Maybe Visha might have heard of this. In addition to that, you find a metal locket, undigested, with a photograph inside. And you have never seen a photograph before in your life.
It's amazing. He's going to look at the gun. Are there handguns in this? Like, would I recognize it as the shape of a gun?
Extremely rare, but yes. You recognize it
okay.
as a firearm, but it's just not like any firearm.
But it's not
seen
normal.
before.
Are there bullets inside?
There are. There's still 4 bullets inside.
Okay. So I'd give that a once over, put that in my back pocket, and as I'm looking over the locket, I open it up and I see this photo. Who is the photo of?
No one that you recognize, but it looks like a young, ardent man and ardent woman standing, and you think, this can't be right. They're standing on what looks like the top of a building, and behind them are more buildings than you've ever seen in your life, like a sea of buildings below them.
Vesh gazes into this photo for a long time. He's mesmerized by this. I mean, I've seen anything like this at all. I mean, not even artistic renderings. It's not something that's really done in the sunscraper culture. So it is an absolute wonder to him, and he admires it for a good 2 or 3 minutes. And he's gonna put it in his pocket for now as well.
And we are going to use that moment to take our break. Thank you all for coming in and watching. We'll be back with the second half of our show very shortly. We're going to take 10 or 15 minutes, stretch our legs, have a piddle, get some water, say hi to the loved ones, and be right back. So we'll see you all soon, all right?
See you in a minute.
BRB.
Father, Mother, hello. I hope things are to your satisfaction. You are likely doing just fine without me around, but Raisha says I should write. Raisha is the char on board, and they are a Ketra, like me. They are nice. Do not expect grandchildren from this compliment. I am well, largely unharmed since that day in the storm. They find me useful. I do my best to quell my temper until it is necessary to not. Raisha has taken on to helping me tame the storm. Our captain is rough and unfair at times, but for the most part things stay civil. I do worry about their recent obsession, but I am sure things will turn out fine. Should it not? Well, I have learned a lot of what I am capable of. I will not be shy about imparting this knowledge onto others. Your child, Aizuesco.
Dear Vesh, I know that you're doing well and everything's fine, but I really miss hearing your voice. We're heading out for a raid soon, and already I can hear the whispers of your words in my ears. Don't look smug about that, troublemaker. I don't know if your way is the better way, but it does seem to be a different way. When you get back, tell me about it, okay? Love, Shale.
Welcome back to the Breath Between Branches. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate so many of you tuning in and saying hi, being there for our action-packed first hour and 45 minutes of the game. We are here for Thing 2, where we peel back the layers on these characters, figure out how much they're going to trust, distrust, hate, or love each other, and if they will ever make it back to shore again. Thank you for being here. If you are new here, welcome. Leave a follow or subscribe on the stream if you're on YouTube, or follow if you're on Twitch. And please join our Discord, discord.gg/magirpg. That is the best place that you can find out everything about what is going on in this channel, our various shows. Tomorrow, we once again have The Curse of the House of Rookwood, which is run by Helveticat and is starring a few other people, including Momo B, on this channel. So that is going to be tomorrow. And then I believe we have,
Not Chris.
and Stormbeard, excuse me. And then we have Mage
No, not
Identity
Stormbeard.
Crisis, I believe, on Thursday as well. Again, the team up with the Folk and Myth folks that we're going to be doing. So that'll be Thursday, and then we'll be back here every Tuesday from now until the heat death of the universe. We'll probably take some breaks in between, but I don't have an end date in mind for this campaign, so we'll just see how long we're having fun. Probably a while. And then, of course, if you would like to help support the stream, Wild Tips is the command in chat, which you can see underneath me. The most fun things are naming NPCs for $10 if you would like to do that, and there's going to be a lot of NPCs for you to name. I've got my Notion and GM notes open, so if you want to name anyone short of Bodie McBoatface, as I said earlier, or Squiggly McSquiggles, you can do that. A little bit of trolliness is good. A lot of trolliness I will have to veto. And if you would like to write a letter to be played during the start and break times of the game, and also will be written in-game to the crew, they will actually receive the letter in-game, you can do $100 and do that, and I will actually work with you on Discord. You can write whatever you want. I'll just need to make sure that you're not, like, I don't know, being horrible. We don't have horrible people that watch our shows. Only good people watch our shows, right? Right. So no one would ever do that. But I will add it, and you can even record a VO, and I will make a video of it if you would like to do that. So, yeah. Where we left off, you all survived a attack from, unbeknownst to you, Izueska's former comrades, and a pack of pinwolves that Izuesko fried 2 of them, giving you all a nice meal for you to enjoy at some point, and scaring the other 4 off. And you now are here. The rain gradually easing up, the thunderstorm passing overhead, and you have a moment's respite and some time to recover. I believe Visha was taking Skell and also Izuesko to do some med work on them and try to heal them up. But as far as where you go next, what you're doing, who you are, how you got here, in the case of a few of you, is still unknown. But I would love to start in the med bay as you are patching these poor folks up.
Of course. She's making her way through the med bay, and it looks largely untouched, although a bit dusty. Looks like somebody has not taken care of it.
It has not been used in a while, that is for sure.
But she makes her way around and finds what she needs. Nobody was like seriously injured, I don't think. I think you took 3 damage. That's
So
a lot, yeah?
That is a lot in this game.
That's a lot of
actually.
damage, yeah.
Never mind, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, his 3rd arm was almost blasted completely off, actually. So it was pretty brutal.
Well, luckily for Izuesko, it should just be a teeny little patch, a little band-aid of sorts.
Yeah, and
All
I
right.
need to actually look up recovery in this game because it hasn't happened.
I think I know
yet.
the skill. I have the skill for it.
I think if you produce a bandage and approach Izuesko with it, she's gonna. It's difficult because it's like she has many eyes in a sense, but like you almost feel like one of them is like raising as if it's substituting for an eyebrow.
Is this not going to work?
I did fall a good way. Don't think that would suffice.
Oh, so you have other injuries.
You would know best, I think.
I would. All right, well, sit here. Scout, don't move. You're going to be a longer process for me.
Okay. And she will take this, go over, hopefully. The goo that she is thinking of is still in the goo placement.
So let's see,
Good.
what goo do we have as salvage, or a goo-like substitute on the ship? Did we receive anything from the pinwolves that might do as a goo substitute, friends?
Let's
We
look.
have a flexible tongue.
That could work.
We have pinwolf hides.
Yeah, the hide probably not going to work. The tongue might have to work as a splint, not really.
What
a
What about
binding-
if I already had something for this?
Okay, go ahead.
I have some medicinal herbs.
Okay, I would say medicinal herbs will work to stimulate regrowth in Izuisko's. Got
Yes. She will,
things I
she will
never
look-
thought I'd say, and I think this is going to happen a lot in this game, to stimulate the growth of her goo.
Exactly. So she'll look at Izuesko like a.
No, you're right. I think it needs your gelatinous of a sort. You'll probably need this. 1 minute.
She'll take the little bandage, go over to one of the cabinets. It looks like she knows where she's going. Open it. Pull out a few little bottles. Grind them up. Make a goo. Put them on the bandage.
And then, if you'll raise your chin a little bit.
And then she'll
She
patch
does.
the little goo bandage, and it will adhere to the gelatinous skin.
So, I believe I will need you to roll for this, Visha, which tend is very appropriate. I would say sharps maybe, or grace maybe. I need to look up both sharps and grace. Let me see. I think, yeah, either one of them I think works depending on your approach as a doctor. What do you think?
I was thinking sharps. And if I have that, and then I have 2 and 10, that's 3d6, correct?
Exactly.
Perfect. All right.
And you are familiar in working on ooh,
What the
that's
frick?
that's a disaster with a twist. Hmm.
Love this for me.
Excellent.
I'm a good doctor, I promise.
Well, thankfully, you realize the medicinal herbs that you have. You must be rusty, as this does not help at all. You start to apply, and for some reason, it's corrosive to Izuesko. And it actually starts hurting her. And
Immediate pull-off.
Izuesko, yeah, you are able to save the herbs, but I need you to take another mark. Not a burn. It looks like you burned them before, but just another mark to your track instead.
Okay.
I'm so
yeah, I'm still learning how they work.
Yeah, here, I can fix this. There we go. Yeah. So you don't burn them. Burning is nearly permanent. But yeah,
Okay.
that hurt.
Sorry. That usually doesn't happen. I'm so sorry. Oh,
I rescind my previous compliment.
yeah. You know, I can't really. I would say normally I'm much better at this, but I don't have any proof that I am.
Hmm.
You sit there 1 moment.
She'll go over to Scout.
This might be easier.
I think a good old bandage is probably what Skell needs to regrow some of those spiderlings.
And yeah, he will hold up his arm, and there is just clean holes through his sleeve. And he tells you they will propagate inside of the housing in time.
Oh. And they're also you. All of
They
them?
are. Yes,
Hmm.
we are one.
Interesting. All right, then I'll just wrap it up so they don't wander out of the hole.
We do not wander. They follow commands.
You mean you follow commands? Right? Because they're you.
We follow commands, yes.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Do you have much encounters with Zelacray?
No, I haven't met many. Do you just decide one day to become one?
It's not. When we hatch, we are sent out. It takes years.
Oh.
As
So are you very old?
we old.
Yes, have you been alive for a very long time?
We
Collectively.
hmm,
In your form, as you are. Might be a better question.
we start out as amorphous swarms, and collectively we decide to take a more appealing form to your kind.
So you can make friends?
Not easily.
You know, that's actually kind of a sweet outlook on life. You want to meet more people, and you can't do it as small spiderlings, so you decide to coalesce together and conform. That's nice. Well, maybe not the conformity part. Have you found that that's been useful yet? Do you have more friends than you do when you were just swarms?
We do
She would be
not-
wrapping bandage. All this is happening.
We do not have friends. We have clutch mates who reside in the Huskpa.
So family.
Family. Not. Family is interesting word.
Well, I mean, they're little spiders that were born from the same, well, same line of spiders? Same eggs?
Yeah, same eggs, yes, but sometimes when we are growing in ardent terms,
Mm.
the weak are preyed upon. The strong will eat the weak.
of the clutchmates.
Of the clutchmates.
Then that makes you the strongest that you could be, right?
Strong. Sure.
You would do well in my culture.
And you can see him kind of like retract a little bit. Like it's hard because he doesn't have humanoid. He doesn't have human emotions. You don't really see his face. You don't really, but you can just kind of sense that he kind of closes up when you ask.
Well, let's get you wrapped up so nobody can get out.
I appreciate your aid. It is
course.
not given freely on the spits.
A shame. It should be.
When you hatched on the deck from your egg,
I don't know if I'd call it an egg. Oh, it's
but
just.
I was watching from the cargo hold. And Captain Vesh was scrambling about, and you appeared from that thing.
Oh, the compass.
The compass, yes.
Yes.
It
It's,
was like you were hatching from it.
I guess so. It's my brother's compass. My clutchmate, in your terms. But there are only two clutchmates in mine. Me and him.
Did you devour him in the egg?
Oh, no. No. He was definitely the stronger of the two of us. Usually much better at this part, the mending. He's good at the fighting.
But he did not hatch.
No. I don't know why that is. I don't know, I've always been on this ship. It's his, I was lying a little bit beforehand.
Is it yours or is it Captain Vesh?
I've never heard of a Vesh before in my life. But my brother built the spirit root by hand. I know, he was very fussy about it. It was, it's for his great voyage. And I went out with him on it. So, I don't know who this Vesh man is, but I'll find out what he's done with my brother. My clutchmate. That's what it's called.
I understand now.
No, it's okay. We can use clutchmate. It's kind of sweeter that way.
Would you like me to roll for the bandage?
Yes, please, Miss Momo.
Yeah.
Same as before.
Please be better! Cutting doesn't help me or does help me?
Cutting is bad.
Cutting is bad. Real.
Well, if you can cut to do more impact, like Bijan did earlier,
5.
but you don't need to do that. Yes. You can...
With a twist.
With a twist. So once again, wow, you're getting good with the twist, because twists, when you're doing recovery rolls, lets you keep the medicinal herbs. So you don't need as many as you thought. And you remove one of the ratings, or restore one of the ratings from that aspect.
Nice. Okay. She kind of does a little turn from Skill to Izuesco, like, see, I promise I am actually good at it.
You would
I just
turn,
missed-
and Izuesco is not there anymore.
Oh! Looks back to Skill. Did
The
she
cat-
leave?
The Ketro walked off.
Oh.
I hope her chin
Frank-
doesn't get infected.
Yeah.
Frank, to be specific, she's looking for Krezerin, excuse me.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go out into the sea and get Krezerin?
She's gonna see. Well, I think if there's a source nearby she can pull from.
There's
But I don't
Krezerin
think she-
everywhere outside.
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't think she's gonna go
Wildsea.
too far away though.
Okay. Also, I realize I have to fix stuff later. I didn't realize I left Bishan off that scene, so I couldn't see him.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Misha!
I'm so sorry. I'll fix it
What?
later. Just
What
your image wasn't on the scene
Loading.
for some reason. I didn't load you in. I'll fix that. though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, there is lots of Krezerin outside in the sea. So I would say you're not going to put yourself in danger. You can just do a quick little jump and gather it. But I guess to see how much you're able to gather. Oof. Rattle could work. You would usually say harvest would be the most ideal thing, but I will allow rattle if you would like.
Okay. I think instinct rattle is what I was thinking, and then
Okay.
go
Go ahead.
Or piercings. All right, so that's 2.
Yeah.
3 and a 5.
Okay, so you are able to gather I would say, well, first off, do you know what you're doing with the Krezerin yet, or are you just gathering it? Because we might be able to...
She has experience with using it to help herself because
yes, to
with
heal rather than harm
with
yourself.
her piercings
yes.
it actually it heals her rather than
Okay,
harm
that's what
her.
I
So
thought.
she's
So
like-
yes, you gather
yeah.
enough where you can essentially spread it on your body and heal
Mhm.
1 mark of damage. We're going
sorry.
to jump over to Vesh. Vesh, you can. Okay, I saw you said you didn't overhear any of the conversation. What have you been doing as Izuesco went over the side to gather Krezerin, which is maybe a little bit unnerving if you see that.
I
And
think
then-
I would see that. I think I see Izuesco gathering the Krezerin and start to, like, as they grab it and they start to rub it on their body. I'm like, whoa, hold up. What are you doing? You're going to burn yourself.
If can I do you mind if I reflavor this?
Sure.
Yeah.
I just realized I was like, I'm eating a pear and we're in the Wildsea. I think she's just like she's just like straight up just
Eats
imbibes it. I think
Yeah.
because she's got like I don't think it's much that like it's external. I think it's a lot of like internal hurt. So I think you just see her just like downing it.
That
Vesh is
horrifies
horrified.
you.
Yeah. Just an awful sight. Oh, I think you're going to need to see Visha again very shortly.
I just came from Visha. She harmed more than helped.
Okay.
Do not concern yourself. I am aware of my actions. I am fine. Better now than before.
Okay. You're not going to bring
And
that
like
on.
there's a little bit that like is on like the corner of her mouth that just like is there and she like smiles at you. Very wide lipped smile.
You're not going to bring any of that on board, are you?
Not in my plans, no. I know this harms you, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, prefer to keep that off the ship.
We'll only use it in emergencies and for medicine. Fair?
Very fair. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't know. I was concerned. You know,
No
it's not every
offense
day.
is registered.
Okay.
Are you all right? You fell quite a ways. I had experience with that earlier.
Oh, I'm sturdy. Don't worry about me.
I will worry, but your statement is registered nonetheless.
Well, we don't know each other, but I appreciate your help. I don't think we would have survived without you.
You are correct, but you are also welcome.
You know, if you're traveling westward, there could be a place for you on this ship. We could be crewmates.
I am traveling wherever the Onyx Star went.
And
And a bit of the mirth
west?
kind of drops out of her face when she says that.
Well, you are welcome aboard as long as you'd like.
Iswesco,
you.
you do know that it was heading westward by fortunate coincidence.
Well, it was heading westward by fortunate coincidence. So, for the time being, westward is the aim.
Great. That'll give me time to repay your kindness.
For now, consider it a neutral debt.
Sounds good to me.
Well, almost neutral. We must do something about your lack of respect for the electricity and batteries.
Excuse me, I have a lot of respect for this ship. Am I doing
did
something
not-
wrong?
I did not specify the ship. I specified the battery, of one of which is very damaged.
Believe me, that wasn't my intention. It's a bit difficult running this thing on your own.
Seems not very captainy, but I cannot judge. Clearly, I know nothing of the role.
Well, if I have you on board, you can make sure that we treat it with the respect it deserves. This ship means a lot to me. I don't want any harm to come to it. It's treated me well so far, and I want to respect it the way she deserves.
I see. It appears it means a lot to Visha as well, but that is for the two of you to determine.
Sure. Yes, we'll work that out soon.
Good. Conflict is undesirable.
Well, we agree there. Although you seem to be no stranger to it.
Her, like, the tentacles on her head whip a little bit in annoyance.
You are correct. I am unfortunately very familiar with it, including this day.
Well, hopefully we'll see a lot less of it on this trip.
You may request elaboration, but if I have my way, that is not the aim.
Great. You want to eat some pinwolf?
I suppose.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and whip something up. I am not a good cook. Just forewarning.
Well, in that instance, the electricity should have done some of the job for you.
It definitely didn't hurt. We'll see what I
Well,
can
it
whip up. I'm
did.
sure I have some herbs left over.
It did hurt, just not you.
and Vesh laughs at that. That's a good one, yeah.
I do have humor, yes.
Love it. All right. Okay. I'm going to make some food and let the others know it'll be ready in a little bit.
Good. Enjoy.
And Vesh
And,
will take his leave.
Vesh, as you're doing that, this has been a bit of a traumatic evening as the rain has finally stopped. The clouds begin to break overhead, and the sun begins to rise in the eastern horizon behind you. And if it is all right with you, I would like you to mark a mire, having seen the supernatural things Izuesco is capable of, including conjuring lightning, which you've never seen or heard of before, and then watching her consume Krezerin, which would kill any normal person. And you can pick whichever mire you would like to mark.
Okay. Should I say it?
If you would like to.
Sure. My ancestors whisper of their disappointment.
So as you begin to cook, you're thinking of thoughts. Maybe everyone was right. Maybe I'm not cut out for this and this was a bad idea.
He says that out loud to Tyndall as he puts the cage up on the shelf next to where he's cooking. He's using the heat from the engines, not the battery itself, but the engine.
That was exactly
in
what I
order
was
to
going to
cook.
suggest. Yes. So you'll be able to make something edible regardless, but you can go ahead and try to cook anyway with your cook skill if you would like. It is
Instead of one dice, he had tied, so I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, just
I don't have any.
just 1d6 straight up.
That's a
It's
3.
not good, but as Visha and Skell finish up in the infirmary, Izuesco finishes consuming the Krezerin, and you finish cooking. You set out plates and eat. I don't know if you have a designated place in the ship for like a.
Yeah, we have like a table.
Do you have
I
a
think.
survival
Some
station that can do
Little
it? Yeah,
barrel
you
we
got a
can eat on?
table. You got a table.
And there's a little dinner bell that I ring. I go, ding, 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 ding. Food's ready, everybody. It's not good. I'm warning you. I am not a good cook. As I ring the bell.
And
Okay.
you all sit down, and it's pinwolf steak with a little bit of seasoning.
Not a little
and-
T-bone.
And I would say, are you actually, did you have seasoning to put on it, like in your salvage, or no?
No, not actual.
Okay,
I
so
just said I
nothing,
might
nothing
have some
special.
scalp.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. I was to say I was to say if you did, I would let you save the taste a little bit. But
When
all
I
I
said
can.
seasoning, I meant a little bit of salt.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
Damn, brother.
You've all had worse.
Which
Okay.
Izuesco cannot have. So she specifies her steak has to be plain.
Ah,
Has to be
yes, you
what?
cannot ingest salt. That's
Oh, that's
right.
right.
Damn real. Visha does
Oh.
not eat.
Yeah, so actually, that's so funny. Visha and Izuesco
she
sit,
sits.
and she sits, but she does not eat the steak. Izuesco, I'm
My little
guessing
throwaway
you.
joke means that your character can't eat.
No, but Izuesco, you'd have to scrape the salt off, I believe. Yes.
Mhm.
No.
This is not a indictment on your job. Just I cannot have this.
Noted for next time. No salt, no food. And Skell?
You see Skell just grab the steak and he like puts it under his mask and he puts it under his mask, his hand falls away and it just kind of like ticker tapes up his into his mask as if like thousands of little legs are pulling it in.
Okay, well, that's one glowing endorsement.
And Visha, the lack of hunger is new for you and is a little bit weird, but you just have absolutely no desire.
I'm
To eat.
sorry. I just don't want to eat. I'm gonna give mine to Skell. Skell, do you want some more?
You should eat for your strength.
I don't think I will.
Vesh is looking intently at
Azuesco.
Visha.
She puts her
Refusing to
steak
eat.
on his plate.
If no one objects, we have been eating.
What have you been eating?
We have been sustaining ourselves on branch rats in the cargo hold.
Oh my goodness, you should be eating better than that. Here you are.
Wow. I'm sorry you had to stow away down there all alone eating rats. I really wish you had said something. I would have enjoyed the company.
No way
We
for a
were-
captain to treat him.
We were afraid.
I understand.
I
Hopefully,
we extend our thanks. You let us stay.
well, if you'd like to stay longer, you're welcome aboard. All of you, aboard my ship, as he looks at Visha.
Maybe we should talk about this. You think it's a good time to talk about it?
Will there be a better time?
She looks at Izuesco, looks at Skell.
I think now.
Okay.
I think it's very disrespectful of you to claim to be a captain. This is the
To
spirit
claim
route,
to be-
is it not?
That's what it says on the side, yes.
Exactly. And the man that I know to be captain of this ship is my brother, Atlas Windward. He made
Interesting.
this ship.
Did he?
Yes, he built it.
Okay. Well,
So
where
who
is he?
are you?
You know who I am. I'm Vesh, captain of the Spirit Route. And a fanciful story about your brother building the ship. I mean, sure, maybe. I don't know all the shipwrights back at Heartstone Peak. Maybe your brother was one of them.
No,
That doesn't make it his ship, does it?
No, he wasn't a shipwright. He built this for his voyage.
Listen here. I understand that maybe you're a little disoriented coming out of that compass. That can't have been a normal experience. But listen, this has been my ship for 2 years now. So, unless you can prove otherwise... Actually, on that note, GM, do I have like a writ of ownership? Would there be such a thing?
Let's think. I think so. Yeah. I think there is such a thing as paperwork. Wouldn't say that it's necessarily very good, but your society sufficiently organized to have this, yes?
Look, I have all of the appropriate paperwork to prove it.
Paperwork. I have something better.
GM.
And?
Yes.
That felt like us both going, Mom!
Yes, Momo.
I think that
Uh-huh.
he would have carved his name into the ship since he made it.
That seems like a reasonable,
With a family seal.
sure. Where would he have done that?
Captain's quarters.
Yeah. I think
Like a
that's
vain
reasonable.
motherfucker.
Okay.
Here.
All right.
And I would like witnesses, if you don't mind.
She looks to Isoweska.
Would you be one of our witnesses?
Normally, this is the part where I would say, Skell, we should stay out of this ardent conflict.
But we're friends now, aren't we?
Crewmates, hopefully.
Whoever is the captain makes no difference to me as long as I have safety.
Well, 2 points of interest here. One, again, a carving does not prove that you own the ship.
Yes, it
I mean-
does.
Doesn't prove that your brother owns the ship. If anything, I might believe that your brother built the ship. Fine.
You would know that that's not true. If you are a sun scraper. As you claim to be.
What else would I be?
Well, when a new family starts up, you would know that the firstborn child builds the ship for their voyage. Or they inherit through the family.
It's incredibly archaic tradition. Nobody does that anymore.
Is that
I'm
too?
afraid I must side with Fish. The seal only proves that he built the ship, not that he currently owns it.
But he never sold it.
Well, that leads me to my second point of interest. He's not here, and I am.
And no, third point of interest, and something I am confused as to why we did not ask. Visha, what year is it to you?
What year is it now? Give me a year.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
give you
matter.
the year. There are years in this game.
And give me what year it actually is. And I'll give you what year she thinks.
It is about 302 post-verdancy.
PV.
PV.
It's 102 PV.
I
Easy.
if you would excuse the both of us for just a few moments.
She says, looking at Vesh and Skel. And then she kind of just like gestures to to Visha and like starts walking away.
Like she wants her to follow.
Yeah. Like totally. Like
you also,
maybe you should
as
come
you're
with me.
going away, as you're walking away, you see a dawn of realization on Vesh's face as well.
You will follow after Izuesko.
Skell is feeding the second steak into his mouth.
I love it.
She'll follow you out.
Yes.
Visha, I have learned that you have come from some sort of compass. And you thinking, believing, knowing it is 102 post-verdancy.
She sighs. And then she kind of reaches into like the sash that's like at her waist, and she pulls out a letter and she opens it, and she then just points to the bottom, or sorry, to the top of the letter where it says the current year.
I began this letter yesterday.
Her looking it over. Doing a glance back and forth, back and forth.
If it is true that your brother owns the spirit root, I do not know if he is around to challenge.
And Momo, if I may, I believe
Go ahead.
this would almost send Visha into a panic attack. Like,
You ever just find out you're in the wrong time?
this is 200 years after you think it is. And I would like if you could mark a mire. And I think what makes the most sense is if your material control wavers erratically and you begin to fall through the floor.
Yep. There she goes.
And I'm not
She
going to say
kinda
you
looks-
keep going out of the ship, but you realize what is happening. And
She looks between Izuesko and the letter.
It's 302.
It is 302.
And as you confirm that, she sinks through the floor.
She just, I'm not gonna do it. She just yells out the word concern.
Real? That's real Elcor vibes. Elcor Mass Effect vibes for real.
Yeah.
Vesh will look at Skel. Trouble? And he's gonna put his steak down that he's also munching on.
And Skell gets up and he stands up, and his cannon, which is in this little room that is leaning up against the door, he just picks it up, like ready to shoot it. Like he just walks out, just picks it up, third arm goes to his belt, puts a pod in the back, and like goes outside.
Frank, would it make sense for her to use instinct and sense to kind of understand what is happening?
sure, yeah, if you want to
Okay.
RP that, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's. Let's roll the 2 and see what comes up. Wait, so I have 2 in sense. Is that 3 piece?
Yeah,
I'm
that would be
learning
3.
here. Okay.
Yeah, you add your edge plus your skill.
Got it.
It's kind of VTM World of Darkness-esque in that regard.
I am unfamiliar with it myself,
Okay,
but
that is
a
fine.
6, a 4, and a 3.
You are probably unfamiliar with this, but you do know incorporeal entities do exist,
Mm-hmm.
and she may be a spirit or something else that is incorporeal.
Okay. I think part of this is if she can understand it, she can stop her panic. Because, like, this person literally just went, shoo, like, goodbye. Like, you know?
Sometimes you
So
sink through the floor, girly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if she can understand it, then I think she can, stop herself from panicking, which then, stop the spiral. So I think she, like, immediately, like, drops to a knee and
Visha, focus. Look at me. I am here. You are here. We are here.
Her little body is halfway through the floor. Looks down, looks up.
Well, yes, I am here.
You must understand what you are now.
Medically, yes.
And that is
She definitely does like a wince and does not look at her when she says it.
Dead?
and somehow not.
I guess so. I don't feel very dead.
But this explains no hunger. This explains shifting through the floor.
Yeah.
I will not stand in the way of any further challenge to the title of captain, but I thought it.
and she like struggles a moment.
Kind to give you the information that Vish has in terms of relevance and time.
And
He
Visha,
has
oh, go
Oh.
ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I would say, as you calming down and working through this, you've gone from panic to all of a sudden you realize you haven't been breathing for the past 30 seconds, and you don't feel any kind of way about that.
Oh. You know, this might be more useful than I think.
I think at this point
Jeez.
we would. So did she fall through the floor?
Yes.
All the way?
Not all the way,
Okay.
but like, what did you say, Momo? Like halfway through, down to like
Yeah,
waist?
just having a little.
Little Casper moment.
Yeah, just a little Casper moment.
I think we would have made our way to, when she yelled out concern, we would have
Ran over.
we would have made our way there. Yeah. Everything okay?
He's just through the floor. A little translucent.
You have a hole in your deck. Is that the word deck? Yes.
No.
That is the right word.
The
Visha
word is fine.
stuck.
I'm not stuck.
Can I pull my little body up?
Vesh will offer his hand.
It goes through you. She just grabbed for you though.
Okay.
How did you get the ship?
It was given to me.
By who?
By the council when I became a word bearer.
Oh. Huh.
You didn't know. He gestures to your state.
No.
Didn't know what?
He's going to look at Visha. It's not his to tell, but Vesh understands what this is.
What is wrong, Visha?
Nothing's wrong. I just think I found out that I'm 200 years in the future from where I last remember. And I don't think anybody lives that long. My brother really did make your ship. And if it got passed down to you, then that must mean that you're part of our family.
What?
It has to be. That's the tradition, unless they've changed that too. The ship is made, and until it's broken, it's passed down.
It's possible. The council does love their traditions.
So that stayed the same.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Visha.
Nice to meet you. Vesh? I guess to answer your question, Skell, nothing is wrong.
He takes the cannon and kind of just, you could see like the ready stance of firing it, kind of just. No more concern then.
No more concern. I think I understand. Whereas you're like, a bunch of coalesced swarms. I'm kind of like that, but I guess with memories. It's kind of like the same thing. It's the closest I can equate it to.
And you definitely do not remember dying. It's not 100% clear, like all memories are not 100% clear, but you just remember being on your sojourn and then being here.
Yeah, I was definitely on a ship with my brother. And now I'm not. And it's also 200 years in the future.
Maybe we should catch up a little. And I'm very sorry.
About what?
Your brother.
Well, I assume he lived a life. I hope so.
Still, it can't be easy to realize how.
No. Huh. It's kind of funny. If the last thing I remember was me dying, I wonder what happened. Oh, I bet the council was very pleased. They hated us.
Oh, I guess much hasn't changed in that regard.
Oh, well, that's a shame. You would think 200 years would have brought some kind of progress. I did try. But I guess that makes you captain of the ship, so I will concede and let you have it so we can just be settled on the matter.
And she'll pull herself up through the floor and have a little sit.
So I guess we can all vesh the captain now.
That doesn't, somehow this outcome doesn't feel as triumphant as I thought it would.
No, it never does.
Well, it sounds like we're a crew then. That's one. I mean, you and I are family, but
That makes me
This
your
could be a-
elder.
I guess
By a lot.
I think you're younger than me.
No. No. I'm 200 years older than you.
A technicality.
No.
But as I was saying, I, as the captain, am in need of a crew. We are sailing westward. I would love it if you all joined me officially. If we could embark on this journey together. I'm going about as far west as you can think.
What's your
So as
journey?
long-
What's your end goal? We can't just agree without knowing what you want.
Looks to the other two in confirmation, like a right. Mm-hmm.
I am on my own sojourn right now. And unfortunately, I don't know exactly where that will take me. Very far west. That's as far as I know so far.
As long as it takes us to the Onyx Star, I will stay with you.
We can keep a lookout for that, for sure.
Considering some of their men attempted to destroy you, you may find this motivating.
Oh. Well, it's a good bit of information. We were attacked by the Onyx Star.
Now we know.
Okay. Skell?
I am just happy to be part of something.
Me too, Skell.
You're doing great, Skell. I'm glad you coalesced.
I am glad I was able to form this form as well.
And Vesh, I have to stay with you now. I have to make sure you make it through your journey.
Yeah, I guess so. It's nice to not be on it alone. You know, nobody else would come with me on this one.
You must be a very progressive young man then. Especially amongst the Sunscrapers.
I don't know what you mean, but I'm sure we'll figure that out.
They don't like you, do they?
And he just looks at his feet.
Then we definitely have to help you.
Okay. Well, that sounds like we're settled then.
You have my cannon.
And my scalpel. And other medicinal herbs that I promise I will get better at.
She points at Ice Wesker.
To be fair, I am working off of 200-year-old knowledge. So I'll learn.
Fair. I will aim the storm at our enemies.
And I'll make sure we all get where we're going in one piece.
A lofty promise. I will hold you to it.
That's fine with me. I fully intend to keep this ship together.
Where to, Captain Vesh?
And Vesh is gonna take a look over the side of the ship. Well, whatever port we find next.
And I believe that is a great place for us to stop for tonight, as you will go wherever the Wildsea will take you. Thank you all for joining us on our first episode of The Breath Between Branches. Already had our first twist in episode 1. Many more to come, I am sure. If you just got here and you were one of the raiders, thank you, raiders, for coming in. Both raids late on. Please drop a follow. If you were curious about this campaign, it's literally episode 1. You can catch this on YouTube in the next day or two if you missed out, or you can watch the Twitch VOD if you prefer. Join our Discord, discord.gg/magirpg. It's the best place to find out what we're doing. Tomorrow we will be back for the Curse of the House of Rookwood. That is a wonderful game, a generational game of a bunch of terrible people doing terrible things.
We'll be worse people tomorrow.
Generally being rich assholes most of the time, but it's a great time. So you will not want to miss that. And then we have Mage Identity Crisis on Thursday, which is a Mage the Ascension game that we're doing in collaboration with Folk and Myth. And then we will be back Tuesday with another episode of Breath Between Branches. This was a really fun first episode, everyone, and I am really excited for the future, but we are going to leave it there. We will see you next week. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you, friends.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
You well.
Bye.